welcome to another Slider Games Warhammer 40,000 Battle Report. Today we are here on this industrial segment of this world. The Space Marines have received a distress call from the Imperial citizens saying that something is here spreading the greater good. And I'm actually not playing Tau. I'm playing against the Tau. So my Space Marines, the Star Stalkers, are taking on a Tau Sept who has come here to spread the disgusting greater good to these people. We need to rid this planet of the xenos threat. And this is a 1250 point open war mission that we're playing. We've got standoff. With this one there is an objective in the center of the map. And then one objective in each deployment zone. This is the Space Marine deployment zone. We've got one over here by this generator. And over here in the Tau deployment zone, we've got one by this little tower thing. And the way this is scored, if you control at the end of the battle round, if you control the objective in your deployment zone, you get 1 point, 2 points if you control the one in the center, and finally 3 points if you control your opponent's objective. So this will be interesting scoring at the end of the battle round. But playing the Tau today is Kanjo.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, doing all right.
All right, awesome. And you are a new Warhammer 40,000 player.
Yeah, I played Kill Team for a few years as I was slowly building up my army to a full size, but to actual 40K, like just been playing for a few months.
Sweet, yeah. So fresh eyes on the Tau thing. I've been doing Tau for a while, but my Space Marine force actually started as a Kill Team army and slowly grew into a full army. All right, sweet. So it's going to be bittersweet killing Tau. I love Tau, but you've got some awesome looking Tau, so I'm excited. Let's take a look at the armies. This is 1250 points of Star Stalkers. We've got 2 HQs leading it today. We've got our Master of the Forge, Gammean. I did pay the 20 points to upgrade him, and he's got targeting protocols as his warlord trait, I believe is what it's called. It lets him choose somebody who is within 6 inches, and they will get to reroll a hit roll, wound roll, and a damage roll. But I don't think I actually mentioned it in the opening, but our twist is system interference, so auras are all reduced to 2, so we only have a 2-inch aura on that. Otherwise, he's, you know, basic Omniscient Power Axe, Servo Arm, and a Bolter. Next to him, we have Lieutenant Simon. I did spend a command point to give him Imperium Sword Warlord trait, and he has the Teeth of Terra, so he is trying to chop up some yummy little Tau. Behind them we've got our 3 tactical squads. On the left we've got a sergeant with a combi flamer and a chainsword. In the center, sergeant with a chainsword and a heavy bolter in the squad, and then this last group just a chainsword on the sergeant, no other upgrades. Then we've got a 5-man bike squad. Everybody's got chainswords except the sergeant who has a power axe. Next to them is a 5-man scout squad, chainsword on the sergeant. And then behind them we have honored brother Drawd, a former captain who's now a venerable dreadnought. And then the humble rhino beside him. And then we do have our 2 predators, quad las, and then the predator autocannon with 2 heavy bolters. So that is 1250 points of Star Stalkers. Let's take a look at the Tau. Here we are with 1249 points of Tau Sept. Now these guys are a custom, well, custom in the sense that they aren't the Tau colors, but they are running the Tau Sept ability, so they are hitting on 5s in Overwatch, so that'll be interesting. But we do have 2 HQs up front. Kanjo, why don't you tell me about these 2 guys?
I have a commander in a Cold Star suit. He has 3 fusion blasters and a shield generator and a cadre fireblade.
Very nice.
We have 2 squads of breachers and 3 squads of strike team. We have a team of stealth suits with 2 burst cannons and a fusion blaster. We have a team of crisis suits with missile pods and shield generators.
Very nice.
We have a devilfish transport, and then the Riptide with the heavy burst cannon, smart missiles, and ATS.
Very nice, very nice. And he's got the 2
missile drones, shielded missile drones.
Yeah, shielded missile drones, sweet. And then
we also have the commander has a couple shield drones, and then we have a unit of 2 shield drones and 2 marker drones.
Very nice. That way they can deep strike in wherever they need to go, which is cool. And this is open war, so they can come in any turn if they need to. I just want to say These guys are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are very cool. It's going to pain me a great deal to destroy such beautiful Tau, but this is for the Emperor. All right, let's go on to deployment. We have deployed our armies. Star Stalkers over here, Tau on this side. So I'm pretty much all the way down the line. I have my squad with the heavy bolter down on the objective by the generator over there, and then the Predator assault cannon Predator is down there to kind of help them out. In the middle, we have just the regular, no upgrade squad, just the chainsword. They're as far forward as they can be. They wanted to be aggressive today. And then we have a small castle, which isn't going to last long. The Rhino has Lieutenant Simon and the Combi Flamer tactical squad in it, ready to move forward. And Gammean and Drod here in the center. I did actually want to put Gammean with the Predators, but with the oars only being 2 inches, he's just too slow to keep up. So I just stuck him there with Drod to help him out. And then down on this end, we do have the Las Cannon Predator. I paid a command point to put my bikes in strategic reserve. So I'm down to 10 command points, and the bikes are waiting in the wings to come in. And then finally, scouts forward deployed up on the platform so they can run on to that objective. And a couple things we did forget. The commander here, Warlord, he does have Exemplar of the Mont Ka, so when he advances, there's no penalty for him shooting, and that's a cold star, so 20-inch move, 20-inch advance, so 40-inch movement basically with no penalties. And he has vectored maneuvering thrusters, so after he shoots, he can move 6 inches to get into some hiding. So what do we have deployed over here, Kanjo?
We got 2 squads of breachers and a squad of strike team on my home objective here to try to hold it with all the objectives secured.
Yes, absolutely.
The commander's in the back because he can reach wherever he needs to be from there.
He can go anywhere he wants, yeah.
Then there's the Riptide with all the drones to screen him. Then we got the Devilfish on the side to hopefully maybe try to run up the board and grab some objectives.
And this has 2 of the strike teams in it, right?
Yeah, there's 2 strike teams in the Fireblade in there.
Fireblade
and then
as well.
my crisis suits are in reserve and Manta hold deploy.
And then, stealth suits, they're also forward deployed in some cover here. They have enough movement, they can jump up onto the objective. So scouts versus stealth suits in the middle for an objective. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. We're all spread out here. Should be pretty interesting. All right, so let's roll off here. Let's see who goes first. I'll give you a die. I'll let you roll first since you're the guest. Got a 4. And I don't know. Oh, a 4. All right, roll off. A 1. Okay. A 6. All right, I get to choose if I want to go first since this is open war. We score at the end of the battle round, so there is an advantage to going second. Let's see. I am going to go second. I want to let the Tau move out so I can get some better firing lanes on them when they come out. My Predator's okay over here in cover. This is risky. All right, yeah. I am the defender currently in this scenario based on, attacker-defender scenario. So yeah, I'm going to let the Tau go first. They've been here already. The Star Stalkers are coming in, so the Tau have a little bit of an advantage. They know what's happening. The Star Stalkers are kind of just like moving forward in this area looking for the Tau. Tau waiting in ambush. They're going to jump out and get to shoot first. So we'll go on to Tau, turn 1. Turn 1 movement is complete for the Tau. Just a little bit of movement here. Kind of holding back a little bit to see what the Space Marines are doing, similar to my play as well. But the stealth team, they jumped up on the objective. Devilfish shifted over so he can still get his -1 to shoot him over here. And then next turn he can fly up and over to drop some people off near that objective. The strike team that was over here jumped up here so they can get some shots across the board. The 2 breacher squads are hanging out on the objective. And then the commander and the Riptide stayed stationary. He's got some good lines of fire to the Dreadnought, the Rhino back here. But yeah, I think that's What's your game plan here, Kanjo, for this first turn?
Try to take care of those scouts and rack up some points on. I can't quite make it over to your home objective this turn, but that was the purpose of the Devilfish.
Yep.
Getting half with it. Next turn he can make it. Kept these back. Gonna give him a turn of shooting before we try to run up and be a little more aggressive.
Yeah. Soften up the targets. Good plan. Yeah, and the Crisis team, they're still in reserve and man to hold, so they can come in whenever they need to. All right, let's go on to the shooting phase. We are partly into the shooting phase. The 2 marker drones fired in, didn't hit anything. Fire warriors up here shot at the scouts, no damage. The Tau did spend a command point on aerial targeting on the Dreadnought, so reroll 1s here, give them the effect of 1 marker light. But we're at the stealth team, burst cannons into the scouts, and then their fusion blaster will go into the Dreadnought. Hitting on 4s, that was pretty good actually.
Roll, yeah.
All right, 5 hits, and these will be 3s to wound. So 4 wounds, no AP on these?
No.
Okay, so these will be 3-up saves. Uncover. All right, the scouts survive. All right, nice.
And the fusion blaster.
It's always the fun one. Oh, nice. It hits, and it will wound on 3, strength 8 versus toughness 7.
I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that one, I think.
Yep. Oh, brutal. All right, so the Dreadnought survives. Okay, let's see what's next. So after failing with the fusion blaster, the commander has called in an orbital ion beam. Kanjo has already rolled. We got a 10-inch range. It's going to be cutting through the Rhino to the Dreadnought, down here to the tactical squad. So just checking up on what you need to roll to wound these bad boys with.
Okay, so I roll for each unit on a 4+. The unit being rolled suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So I'll start with the Rhino.
Okay.
All right.
This is the Rhino.
The Dreadnought. All right.
Dreadnought.
And the unit.
There we go. All right. D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds.
For 1. Okay, so 1 tactical marine does get obliterated. All right, I've used that a few times, and that's a pretty standard operation for the orbital ion beam. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, we are shooting some more. Let's see, the shielded missile drones fired at the scouts. Didn't do anything.
No, they killed 1, I think.
They killed 1, yeah, that's right. They did kill 1. That's what happened. The Riptide now, he's fired everything into the Dreadnought. His smart missiles already went in. He did 1 wound. I have not made my 6-up save on that yet for the Feel No Pain, because now there are 18 heavy burst cannon shots coming in. These are hitting on 5s because of the dense cover, re-rolling 1s. A couple 1s in there to re-roll. That looks pretty good there.
Okay, so we said hitting on 5s?
Yeah. Okay. That was pretty good, actually. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, 1 more there.
Strength 5, right?
Strength 6, but he's toughness 7, so it's still 5s to win.
Ooh,
okay. He makes it through, but I do need to make 1 6-up Feel No Pain for the smart missiles. Okay, so he does take 1 damage. All right, so is that it?
Yeah, I think that's all the shooting I can do.
Yeah, the Devilfish, he fired in up here into the scouts as well. So I think that will bring us to the end of the shooting phase for the Tau. Let's see what's next. We are back at the end of the movement phase for the Star Stalkers. A couple things down here. The Rhino, he advanced 5 inches, so he got a 17-inch move coming up around here. Hopefully he can come in on this flank towards that objective eventually. The Predator with the las cannons moved up his 12 inches. The only thing he can actually see are the stealth suits, so there's going to be some las cannons into stealth suits eventually. Dreadnought. Gammean healed Drawd with his healing ability that I can't think of the name of. But I did select him for targeting protocols and awakening the machine spirit. So he gets +1 to his ballistic skill, which will help if he shoots through any dense cover. And he gets to reroll a hit roll, wound roll, and a damage roll on his turn. Tactical Marines moved forward to help reinforce this objective if my scouts can get to it. These 2 front scouts are within 3 inches, so if we do clear those stealth suits, I will control that objective. Over here, this tactical squad stayed still. They actually couldn't see anything anyway, so the tank just moved up. He's a little bit of a buffer if the devilfish can fly over, but also he's going to be able to get some shots down into the devilfish. So that is that. Let's go straight into shooting. The first thing I want to do, I know, is fire these las cannons into the stealth team, because that's all they can do. So I have 4 shots, which would be hitting on 3s, and are now hitting on 4s because of their stealth field. And since I am an Iron Hand successor, I get to reroll 1s in the shooting phase for my heavy weapons in the Devastator Doctrine. So these are hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. I did get a 1. Didn't help. Okay. So these are toughness, or strength 9, toughness 4, I believe.
I think that's right.
Let me roll.
Toughness 4.
So a 2, it does wound. It's -4 AP.
Okay.
So
yeah, 3 plus save.
So, but it's D6. So okay. I need a 2 to kill them, or kill 1 anyway. I rolled a 1. Oh geez, I have a lot of things to shoot at them. 1 damage from a las cannon. We're going to take that. I don't want to use my command point yet. So, okay. So 1 damage on one of them from 4 las cannons. That's pretty good. Pretty good start for the stealth team. All right, let's see what's next. We are back after a little bit more shooting. Gammean fired in. No damage on the stealth team. This squad did fire up, and they took out the wounded stealth team member. Swinging down here, we're going to have this predator. He's going to fire his autocannon into the devilfish. His 2 heavy bolters, though, are coming up into the stealth team. And that's where we'll start. So they're going to be hitting on 4s because of the stealth field. Okay, that's 1 hit. I need some reroll 1s around here. And it is wounding on a 3, though. Strength 5, toughness 4. It does wound, and it's AP -2.
Okay, so there are 3 up, so 7 on a 5.
+1 for their cover, though, so back to a 4. Okay, they make it. All right, and then it's 2d6 into the devilfish. So that's 5 shots. That's good. And these also will hit on 4s because firing through the dense cover. That's better. And these are strength 7, toughness 7, I believe. So this is 4s to wound. Okay.
Toughness 4, so they're strength.
It's firing into this.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm going to command point one of these. I haven't spent my command point yet. A 3. Let's check. I believe he is strength 7, toughness 7. It's definitely not strength 8, and that is definitely strength 7, so that still fails. All right.
Yeah, toughness 7.
Yeah, so we failed over here with the command point reroll. I think we'll come back. We have scouts and Drawd left. Let's see where they want to go. Coming up to the end of the shooting phase, I really waffled and debated about who's going to shoot them and things like that. Finally, I decided I want to just charge them. I know they get a 5-up Overwatch, but the scouts fired into these fire warriors. They did kill 1 over there. And the last thing to shoot, Drawd, he is going to fire everything into the Riptide. With the AP, and he's overcharged, Nova charged, which I don't know if we mentioned. So he did overcharge, so he has the 3-up invulnerable save, as well as the boost to his cannon. So all 3 of these are going to hit on 2s because of Awakening of the Machine Spirits, and wound on 3s, and then he'll have a 3-up invulnerable save, or he can take them on the drones. So we'll fire all these at once. So just for clarification, he has a ballistic skill of 2, -1 for shooting through, but Awaken the Machine Spirits gives him back the +1. So these will be 3 shots hitting on 2s at the Riptide. And I spent my command point. I can reroll 1 shot with his targeting protocol ability. Okay, so they all hit, and then they all wound. I should roll these separately because, well, I only get to reroll 1 either way. So I need 3s to wound, and I can reroll 1. So I get to reroll 1 with his targeting protocol. Okay, so 2 wounds, and it'll be on your 3-up invulnerable save, or you can try to take them on the drones.
I will start assigning them to the drones.
Okay.
I guess I will do the first one on the furthest marker drone.
Okay. So you need a 2-up.
Yep, so it's dead.
Dead drone. And then you got 1 more.
I will give that to the shield drone that's right next to it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep,
and then on a 5-up, he will survive.
Nope.
Okay. So I do take out a couple drones at least. And that will bring us to the conclusion of the shooting phase. We will move on to the charge phase. We are charging. I'm going to do 2 actually. We're going to start with the scouts. They can't fail. They're going into the stealth team. So if you want to overwatch these guys,
okay,
we'll see.
I'll do the burst cannon first.
Okay, so 4 shots hitting on 5s.
Okay, and then the fusion blaster.
Fusion.
Nothing.
Okay, so they're going to make it in. I'll roll for them just for the heck of it. A 9. I should have saved that roll. So they're all going to jump in here. Chain sword, catching stuff. They're all in. And then I'm going to do a long charge with these guys. I'm not going to do it where they can attack from the bottom. So we're going to go 3 inches, 4 inches, and then another inch. So I need 8 inches to get the front guy in range. That is a 5. Is it worth a command point reroll? I have 10. Yeah, reroll. I've got 10 of them. Why not? Hey, it worked. Okay, so both squads are going to be in. Let's see what we do next. Okie dokie. Here we are in the fight phase. We got 2 guys up here with that 9-inch. These 2 could not consolidate far enough up to connect, so they got to hang out down below. But we do have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks from the scouts coming in on the stealth team. They will need 4s to hit because of those stealth fields, though. Alright, that was pretty good. Pretty good by the scouts. They want to be full of starties someday, I suppose. And these are strength 4, toughness 4.
Yeah.
So 4s to wound. I should have done those separate because the chainsword's -1 AP, but we'll just do 2 wounds, no AP on these guys.
You're a 3+.
They made it. Okay, and then let's start with my chainsword sergeant here with the tactical squad. So these will hit on 4s as well. Nice. And these will be 4s to wound again. So 2 wounds. These are -1 AP.
Okay, so 4 up to the save.
Alright, so he wounds 1. And then the last guy gets 2 punches. They both hit. 4s to wound. 1 wound, no AP this time. Alright, he made it. Okay, so 1 takes a wound. And then the stealth team will get to fight back. Let's see what's next. We are at the conclusion of battle round 1. The drones did make a morale check. They passed. Combat back here, actually, we did this off camera with the stealth team, but they did end up killing a scout over here. But at the conclusion of battle round 1, the Star Stalkers do control the center objective for 2 points, plus their home objective. That gives them 3 points at the end of battle round 1. The Tau are controlling theirs back here, so it is 3-1 at the end of battle round 1. Let's go on to Tau, turn 2. We are here at the end of movement for the Tau. A couple things. The stealth team did fall out of combat up top, so we can get some shots in there. Riptide flew over here to lend some aid to this flank, and some drones followed him. Other drones moved that way. Let's see what else. These guys came in from Manta Hold in the center here, so they can do some damage. And the commander did fly forward. He's going to get some shots down here on the Predator. The 2 gun drones disembarked the Devilfish before it advanced 18 inches to get all the way up here. So we've got some interesting stuff going on. What's the plan here for the Tau?
We're going to try to clear these guys off of this objective. Take out the Predator. If we take out the Predator, I feel pretty good about unloading my guys next turn to try to take your home objective there. And then meanwhile, these guys are going to try to defend my home objective.
Yeah, right on. So I'm actually a little bit scared right here because I committed a lot to this side to get to the Tau home objective, and I was thinking, yeah, I'll bring in my bikes over here from strategic reserve, but this flank, I'm pretty concerned because the commander obviously could blow this guy up in 1 turn, and then there are 10 fire warriors and a cadre fireblade. That'd be 30 shots into these guys at point blank range. So going to be interesting. I may have to rethink some of my strategies. We'll see how this plays out, and we'll go into the shooting phase. Moving along, we did have these fire warriors shoot into the scouts, no damage, but next the commander is firing his 3 fusion blasters down into the Predator. So we got 3 shots hitting on 2s. and they all hit.
Alright, so that's
And
strength.
they'll wound on 3s. Toughness 7, strength 8 on the fusion blasters. And that is 3 wounds. At AP -4, I do not get a save.
Alright.
So it's 3d6 damage. That is 11, and he's got 11 wounds.
Okay.
99.9% sure, but let me double check. And I was correct. He has 11 wounds, so just enough. I will roll to see if he explodes. Not a 6, please. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to see. All right, we'll do some mortal wounds. It is, I think, within 6 there. So D3 on the devilfish. 3. All right, and on my tactical squad. All right, so at least I did more wounds to the devilfish as I exploded. All right, let's see what's next. Cleaning up the aftermath over here, the devilfish did fire in with his burst cannon, no damage done. And the commander did use his vectored maneuvering thrusters to hop back to those 2 drones. But now we're on to the crisis team. They are using coordinated engagement for 2 command points. So this tactical squad has the effect of 5 marker lights. So they're going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and they will not get a cover save. Alright, so you got 12 shots with the missile pods. Coming in, trying to clear. That was good.
I see a lot of 6s.
You can re-roll those 2 1s.
Yep.
Wow, okay, that was really good. And these are strength 7, toughness 4, so 3s to wound.
Not quite as good, but still pretty
That's
good.
still solid. That's 5, 6. 6 wounds, AP -1, and no cover save because of the marker lights. So these are 4-ups. Ooh, that was a good
Pretty
save.
good
I
too.
failed 2, so it's 2d3 damage. So you want to roll these separate.
Yeah.
Ooh, survival. Well, yeah. So 1 will die. All right. So that 2 command points, maybe not worth killing 1 guy, but that was pretty good. All right. Let's see what's next. We are moved on the Rhino, or I'm sorry, the Rhino. The Riptide is firing into the Rhino. Everything. We did the smart missiles off camera. Nothing happened with those. So now it's the 18 shots from the giant burst cannon. I've got one for you.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s. He is shooting through a staircase. I see several in there. We got 4 of them, I think. Okay. Yeah, 4.
5 of them.
Hitting on 5s because of the terrain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
That's right. And these are wound on 5s. 1 wound, AP -2. Which I fail, so that is 2 damage on La Rhino. Okay.
Not what I was hoping for, but
Yeah.
better than nothing, I guess.
Both our shooting phases have not been great. The commander wiping this guy out, that was good. But otherwise, both of us have had some mediocre shooting so far. All right, let's see what's next. Movement phase has concluded for the Star Stalkers. Over here in the center, scouts didn't move. I did shuffle forward a little bit with the tactical marines so the guy that was down here could jump up. The dreadnought shifted over a little bit. With Gammean, he can fire in at the Riptide or this guy down here. But I'm hoping the Predator can take out that Devilfish from long range. I did shift him forward a little bit, so if he does take out the Devilfish this turn, he can move up to assist with the Riptide. And then I did not advance the Rhino this time, but I did pay a CP and pop smoke, so he will be -1 to hit out here. And he'll hopefully be able to drop off some tactical marines and a lieutenant in that backfield next turn. And then over here, these guys did shift up a little bit. The idea is, if I do blow this up, if they disembarked, they could kind of hide here and they wouldn't be able to shoot. So they shifted up to get better line of fire. And then strategically, the bikes came in from my own battlefield edge. So again, I put them in this corner. That way, if I do blow this up, no matter where they disembark, they will be able to shoot at the occupants when they pile out of it. But that is it for the movement phase. I will note, I don't think we mentioned it, the shielded missile drones did fire last turn in the Tau. Shooting phase, they did not do any damage. But let's go on to Star Stalkers shooting phase. Moving along. I did realize I don't use smokescreen until he's targeted, so I did not use that yet, but No secret, if he gets targeted, he's probably going to pop smoke. I did fire his Stormbolter into the breachers back there. No damage was done. Gammean did fire in at that wounded stealth suit. Also, nothing happened. But now we're going to go here. He's going to fire his 4 las cannons downtown at the Devilfish. So I need, let's swing down here, 3s to hit. There's nothing obstructing our view this time. That is 3 hits. Let's save the reroll for the wounding because I need, where'd it go? I need a 3s to wound here. Ooh, they all wounded. Okay, so AP minus 3. So you will have a 6-up save.
Okay, there's 3.
3 6s he's looking for. You got 1. Alright, that's good. 2d6 damage for 6 damage. I'm going to command point the 2. Oh, that's better. 10 damage.
Well, that's enough.
Oh yeah, because he was wounded. Does he explode? Okay, no explosion this time. Alright, we'll let you pile some guys out of here and then we'll roll to see if anybody dies in the aftermath. Alright, they have disembarked. We're going to roll 11 die to see if any of them got toasted. Looks like 1. Oh, that's good. Okay, so 1 more guy will go out in the explosion. Alright, we'll come back with some more shooting. Again, after considerable deliberation, the bike squad fired in, killed 4 fire warriors in this back squad. I really was debating whether or not to not shoot at this front squad, because as I had it positioned, they had a 9-inch charge into that front squad. But then I decided if I don't take them out, they could get on this objective. So I did fire the 3 bolters in. They killed 1, which just lengthened my charge over here. The heavy bolter fired up, did no damage into the crisis team. Then I was like, I'm going to be smart and shoot drones. So all of these guys fired in, and they killed a single marker drone. But that brings us to the Dreadnought. Honored Brother Drawd. He's firing in at the Riptide. And I will fire these separately because it doesn't matter now that I'm out of Devastator Doctrine. Actually, it still doesn't matter because you're still going to have a 3-up save either way. But 2 las cannons firing in. They're going to hit on 2s because 2 to hit, -1, but +1 because of Gammean. So 2s to hit on the las cannons. 2 hits. And these will be 3s to wound, strength 9, toughness 7. So they both wound, AP -3.
Okay, I'm going to pass them to the shielded missile drones.
Okay.
So first one, yep,
goes to it.
And he dies, but then he gets his
5 up.
Nope.
Okay, so one's out.
Second drone.
On to him, and then does he get to save?
No.
Okay, so they're both dead. Killed 2 more drones. All right, and then we have our crack missile hitting on a 2, and it hits. Wounds on a 3. That's a 1, but I want to use the other buff from Gammean to reroll a wound roll. It does wound, so this is only AP -2.
I'll give it to the shield drone.
Okay. You will not. Alright, so 3-up armor save on the Riptide, or 3-up invulnerable save. No. You can reroll that, it's cocked. That is a 4. Okay, so he saves it. Alright, so I take out a couple more drones, but that is the end of the shooting for the Star Stalkers. I think we are going to have some charging over here. Let's see how we want to do this. Did some measuring. I'll need a 10-inch. I'm just within 11 inches. So they're going to make this attempt. But we've done some shenanigans, if you will. The Cadre Fireblade, instead of shooting his Overwatch, fired a marker light, which hit. So he is going to be able to reroll 1s with these 3. This guy in the front actually can't see. He's too far in with this thing blocking. But it'll be 9 shots with these 3. And then the guy by himself, he's actually going to throw a photon grenade.
So it's grenade D6. 3.
Okay, so 3 of these will hit on a 5, rerolling 1s.
Yes,
Alright, so the photon hits.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hit,
yep.
So that'll give them -1 to their attack.
Yeah, so they'll be -1 when they attack if they make it in, and then 9 shots from those 3 guys, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s because there is a marker light active. 1 so far with 2 1s to reroll. Okay, so 1 hit, strength 5, toughness 5, so a 4 to wound.
Nope.
Does not wound. Okay, so now I need a 10-inch. That is a 7. Is it worth a command point to try to get a 10? Yeah, I've got plenty of command points. Let's do it. And I fail. Okay, so no charge there. I'm going to go ahead and charge right here too.
Okay.
And these front guys can fire Overwatch again, but since they use their greater good ability, because I only declared them with the bikes, so I'm going to be in. Yeah, I'm in.
I'm going to have one of them throw a grenade because he's a different squad. So grenade D6, 3 again.
These will be 5s. No rerolls this time though. All right, you got it.
So get that
and then
-1.
Another 9 shots.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s. 1. Okay. 3 up save.
Might need to see if I wound.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Well,
What'd you do?
Yeah.
And I fail. So one of them does take a wound. We're just going to flop up here like this. So we're still got a couple guys within objective secure range. All right, we'll come back with some combat. Fight phase has concluded. The photon grenade paid off. I actually did not kill any fire warriors. And when they fought back, nothing happened either. So combat is a bust. I still do have 3 guys actually, within range of the objective. So I am still holding that right now. So at the end of battle round 2, Star Stalkers get 2, 3 points. Tau get 1 for back there. So it is 6-2 at the end of battle round 2. All right, let's go on to Tau turn 3. End of the movement phase for the Tau. Starting over here in this corner, these guys stayed in combat. They do have pistols, which will be 2 shots each, so they'll be able to fire into combat, maybe whittle these guys down. This guy swung out as a speed bump for the bikes, basically.
He believes in the greater good.
Yes, that's right. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices. These guys advanced. They were with the advance roll. This front crisis suit is within range of the objective. Stealth suit's up. He's within range of the objective. So if they wipe the 6 guys out here in the middle, there'll be 2 bodies within 3 inches of this. Commander flew up to lend some fire support here. And then in the back, not a lot moved. I think some drones advanced over. So there are a couple more shield drones there with the Riptide. But what is the game plan here, Kanjo?
Well, I'm pretty far behind in points, so if I don't take one of these 2 objectives this turn, I think it's pretty much done for.
Yeah.
Messed around here a little bit, but didn't seem to be a way realistically that I was going to be able to get it this turn, so figured the best way was to try to get that center objective for this turn and stay in the game.
Yeah, I think this is the right play, because we were talking about it off camera, thinking about moving the commander over here, but he could kill 3 bikes at most over here, so there's still going to be bikes left. But if he comes this way, he could theoretically kill the Dreadnought. Everything else kills these guys. And then the most I could have within range would be my Warlord, the Tech Marine. He could run over here and give me 1 body. So I would have to take out at least both of these and the crisis suits. The commander can also charge in if necessary. He's not too bad in combat. So yeah, I think that's a good play. If they can take this objective, the game is still wide open, because I don't have a lot to get onto that objective over there. Okay, let's go on to shooting phase. We have begun the shooting phase. There are some casualties already. The fire warriors across the way there fired in, took out 1 scout, and the stealth team split fire the burst cannon, finished the scouts off. Fusion blaster fired into the tactical squad. Did not wound them, but I did spend a command point on reject the flesh, embrace the machine. So they have a 5-up feel no pain, basically going forward the rest of the shooting phase. And the crisis team spent 2 command points on coordinated engagement. So they really need to get rid of this tactical squad. So they're going to fire in with their missile pods. These will be hitting on 3s now. Lost to die. Rerolling 1s. Well, that's real good. Yeah. You got a 1 to reroll there. Oh, paid off 3 extra hits because of the thing. And now these will be 3s to wound. good. That's 6
AP
wounds.
-1, I think.
Yes, and they ignore cover because of that. So we are at 4 up saves on the Space Marines. Oh, good saving again. Wow. Okay, so I fail 1, D3 damage for 3. All right, and then I have 3 5-ups. Save 1, but 2 does kill 1. All right, we are down to 2 guys left there. Okay, let's see what else we can do. All right, we've been debating again. Riptide firing everything at these 2 guys. The reason is, if they get cleared, then the commander can shoot and move. So he could shoot at the Dreadnought and then move onto the objective. So he fired his smart missiles in, nothing happened, but now we got the heavy burst cannon, 18 shots hitting on 4s. That was pretty good. Looks good from here. Let's see what we got. Those 12 hits. Let's see, 3s to wound. Not quite as good on the wounding, but that's still 6.
Yeah.
AP -1. AP -2.
2 -2.
So I need more die than that. 6 dice in my hand. Need 4 ups. Each one kills a Marine. Well, I do have my... Let's see, I have 2 guys left. And I need 4s. I failed 4 of them. Even if I spend a command... I want to spend a command point to try to save one of these. And I still fail. Okay, so I got 4 double wounders. They're 2 damage each. Each guy has 2 wounds. And I've got 5 up, feel no pain. Alright, first one. I need a 5. That's a 4 and a 2. Okay, first one's dead. Second one is alive on 1 wound. I need 4 5s. That's a 6 and a 5. Oh, geez. 2 5s and 1 will live. No, okay. So they are cleared just. Let's go and see what's next. Last bits of shooting here. The Cadre Fireblade fired his marker light into the Dreadnought, so it is marked. So the commander's going to fire his 3 fusion blasters. Hits on 2, reroll 1s. Good marker light usage. Okay. Nice, 3 hits. Strength 7, toughness 7. So these are 4s to wound. 2 wounds. You have 1 command point left. You're not going to kill him either way.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it would be...
That's not, I guess.
Well, oh, wait. You have fusion blasters. What am I talking about? These are those wound.
Okay, it's strength 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So they all wound. I'm losing my mind. He does not have a save, though.
Okay.
So he does have a 6-up, feel no pain. So roll your damage.
Well, are we within half range?
Oh, yeah. Let's measure. Definitely in fusion range. I was thinking missile pods for some reason, but yeah. Strength 8, toughness 7, 3s to wound. 3 wounds. No save. 2d6. Pick the highest.
First one.
5.
Second one. I'll take the 6.
That's 11. Not looking good for Drawd. Another 6. Okay, so 17. I just need to make 9 6s. Let's see. Let me get some dice. We have concluded our shooting phase. They fired in with their pistols. He shot at the bikes. Nothing happened. Swinging around. The breachers were able to shoot, took 2 wounds off the Rhino, so he is bracketed. But most importantly, the center is cleared for the Tau, and the commander, using his vectored maneuvering thrusters, is on top of the objective. Alright, so let's go on to Space Marines turn 2. Movement is over for the Star Stalkers. Gammean is pretty upset that Drawd got taken out, so he is moving forward, aiming to charge something in the middle. Over here, we stayed in combat. We still have 2 guys on the objective. Bikes moved up. The roadblock worked. So they're going to have to shoot him to charge in there. Coming back around. Las Predator stayed still. He can see up to shoot anything over here that he may need to shoot. I misspoke. He is actually still on his top bracket with 6 wounds. So the Rhino dropped off his payload, shifted down the street. And these guys jumped out looking to torch these guys and then charge in and start working on that backfield objective. But things are getting tight for the Space Marines. Not a lot of assets left and basically nothing in the center of the battlefield. So my plan at this point is I need to continue to hold back here. Essentially give this up to the Tau and take this objective. If I can score this even once, I think it'll be too much for the Tau to overcome. But let's go on to shooting phase. We are into the shooting phase. A lot has happened with not a lot of results. These guys fired and they split fire, took out this guy and one drone up top. They fired their pistols, nothing happened. Gammean fired up at the stealth suit, nothing happened. Swinging around town. The Rhino fired up at the fire warriors above him, killed one. Tactical squad and Lieutenant Simon fired into the back breacher team and killed 4 of the 5 there. So the last thing to shoot, las cannon predator, he's firing up into the crisis suits. So these are going to be 3s to hit. Let's re-roll one of those with command point. Okay, good. That's what we wanted to see. All right, and these will be their toughness 5, strength 9, so 3s to wound. 1 wound, AP -3.
I have a shield generator,
yeah.
so 4.
That's 5. A 5. All right, so they make it. Not a lot of shooting working out for the Star Stalkers right here, but we will move on to the charge phase. Charge phase has begun. You'll see some dice out here. We'll get to that. They did make their charge, just barely, rolled a 5. Then I came over. Gammean is upset, Drod got killed, so he's charging the commander. They are out of range, since it's only a 2-inch aura range right now. But these guys fired in, and the fusion hit, of course, and wounded. And he failed his save. So we got 2d6 damage coming up. 4 is all you need. And alright, so Gammean disappears as a teleport homer pulls him off the battlefield. So he's alive. He is just no longer partaking in the battle. All right, so the center is secure for the Tau right now. Let's move on. We're going to do some charges back here. Let's see how that goes. The charge phase has concluded, and you'll notice there's no more tactical squad here, and Lieutenant Simon is not engaged with the enemy. Failed his charge, even with his Imperium sword reroll, and took 1 wound in Overwatch. The tactical squad tried first, and everything fired in, wiped him out. I did charge with the Rhino around. He's engaged with the shield drones. So we do have a couple combats to take care of, but this flank failing is really hurting the Space Marines right now. But let's go on and see what happens with some combat. We are at the end of all the combat and everything, and it struck me, I have Master Artisans. I should be re-rolling a failed hit every time. Totally forgot about it, but I remembered now finally. So I am re-rolling stuff now. My other one was Signs of the Forge, so my vehicles count for double wounds, which hasn't come up yet. But over here, combat. The bikes killed 1 because they got hit by a photon grenade, so they killed 1. These guys ended up killing 1 as well. Nothing happened back from the Fire Warriors. Swinging around, the Rhino did nothing to the drones, but a drone did slam into the Rhino and took a wound off. So that is how combat ended, but for scoring, we've got 2 3 points for the Tau and 1 point for the Star Stalkers, making it 7-5 going into battle round 4. Movement is over for the Tau. These 2 Fire Warriors did fall out of combat just so I can't kill them in the Tau turn. So I will have to do something about them on my turn. Cadre Fireblade did shift down a little bit. The drone shifted just a couple inches. He's still in range this way to fire down here. This group just kind of crunched in on that objective. And then the Riptide did shift up as a shield because Simon, if he would survive somehow, could mince several of the breachers down here. So the Riptide is blocking his path, and the strike team did jump down as well. So there are 8 objective secured guys there. 1 drone shifted over to help the Riptide. The other 2 are staying locked in combat with the Rhino. I think basically the plan is hold the middle, don't let Simon chop up the guys back there, and go on to victory for the Tau. Let's see some shooting. We have finished the shooting phase for the Tau here, and also the game. Riptide took out Simon. commander and the crisis team took out the tank. And that's really all that needed to go, because even if these guys stay here the whole game, which would be very difficult actually to survive all this firepower another turn, but even if I take this, I get 2 more points. That would put me at 9 at the end of battle round 5. But there's nothing I can do. My Rhino back here is not going to contest that objective. So the Tau would be getting 3 points each turn, which would give them a total of 11. So the Space Marines, Gammean and Simon both teleported off the battlefield with their teleport homers. The Bikes, who joined the battle a little bit late in this tactical squad, are going to fall back, and the Rhino is going to book it down the road out of the area and leave this place for the greater good and the Tau. Yeah, this is the Space Marines got a distress call. Some loyal Imperialists are still here on this planet. Some have converted already to the greater good. So they came in to try to do their best to break the Tau. But the Tau were prepared, and they knew what was coming. And maybe it was a trap. They were lured here to this kill zone. But the Tau have taken the day. The Star Stalkers will have to regroup and rethink this attack. Recap time here. Yeah, we're talking off camera. I don't know that I made any terrible blunders. I think the biggest thing and what is going to haunt the Star Stalkers is bringing the Bikes in over here. I had the early lead, so I probably should have brought them in over here, because even if I would have lost the 3-point objective, I might have taken this 3-point objective. With the early lead, splitting those 3s might have been better, but I was really concerned because I only had this tactical squad left. There's a commander. The crisis team was up here, so they could have really pummeled these guys and wiped them out and taken that easily. And my thought was the tactical squad is going to get wiped out, and even if I put the Bikes over here, it would still have been difficult to take that objective. But, you know, looking back, that probably would have been the best play for me. But yeah, I think it was a great game. How do you think it went?
Oh, it was great. I really like games that are close, you know, when it comes down to like the last turn. But yeah, I think we were talking too that like when I shifted the focus and consolidated all my guys on that middle objective, that's probably what made the difference for me, because I was behind at that point. Yeah. And I got a really good Overwatch turn.
Oh yeah, the Overwatch was awesome. I mean, 5-up to Overwatch, whenever your ballistic skill is only a 4-up anyway, I mean, it's essentially a second shooting phase whenever you just shift it to a 5-up. So yeah, this hurt me when Simon missed his... I figured that the tactical squad with all the Overwatch coming in probably was going to get wiped out. I was hoping to have 1 or 2 guys to get in, but I really needed Simon. He had the 8-inch rerollable charge with Imperium Sword. If he would have got in, I don't know that it would have saved me, but it would have put enough pressure here. He probably could have wiped out the Breacher team, and I mean, I don't know, who knows what could have happened then, but failing that charge really hurt, because then he was left exposed. There was nothing else I could do. But I thought it was a great game, really close, down to the wire. Yeah, shifting the focus to the middle from the Tau. I think that was the key, focusing on one spot instead of spreading out. That really sent it home for him. But awesome game. Thanks for coming, Kanjo. We appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. But yeah, awesome. Great game. Have fun.